Exercise 25.
Listening Part C. Exercise 25. Listen to the first part of each of the talks and decide on the topic of each talk. Number 1. The first part of Talk 1 is
Welcome to Biology 101. I'm Professor Martin, and this is your laboratory assistant, Peter Smith.
What is the topic of Talk 1?
The topic of the talk 1 is greeting the students, so this is the new class.
Number 2. The first part of Talk 2 is
In yesterday's class, we discussed the volcanoes located in the area known as the Ring of Fire, an area which basically encircles the Pacific and includes the United States' Mount St. Helens, as well as Japan's Mount Fuji and Argentina's Aconcagua, the highest mountain in the Western Hemisphere. Most of the world's approximately 500 active volcanoes are located along the Ring of Fire, and the eruptions that take place there are among the most violent in the world. Today, we are going to discuss the volcanoes of Hawaii, which are quite different from the volcanoes in the Ring of Fire.
What is the topic of Talk 2?
The topic of the talk 2 is explain again of the last material and then start to the new chapter, to the new material, which is talking about the volcanoes and then Ring of Fire. Exercise 26.
Exercise 26. Listen to the first part of each of the talks and try to imagine the situation. Then answer the questions in the text. Talk 1. Listen to the beginning of Talk 1 and try to imagine the situation.
Welcome to Biology 101. I'm Professor Martin, and this is your laboratory assistant, Peter Smith. This course meets twice a week for lecture and once a week for laboratory assignments.
Number 1. Who is probably talking?
The talker is the professor or maybe the lecturer, which is the woman.
Number 2. Where does the talk probably take place?
The place in the class where the biology class is started.
Number 3. When does the talk probably take place?
When, of course, when the biology class starts, yeah, guys. Or furthermore, this is when the first time of the biology class.
Number 4. What course is being discussed?
Of course, the answer is biology, yeah. Because the lecturer talk about biology manual and then the professor of the biology and then laboratory of the biology and then the final exam for attending this biology class and then for the grades. Exercise 27.
TOEFL Exercise 27. Listen to each complete talk and answer the questions that follow. Talk 1. Questions 1 through 5. Listen to a talk given by a professor.
Welcome to Biology 101. I'm Professor Martin, and this is your laboratory assistant, Peter Smith. This course meets twice a week for lecture and once a week for laboratory assignments. The text for this course is Introduction to Biological Sciences by Abramson. You should get the text and read the first chapter before the next class. You will also need to get the laboratory manual that accompanies the text. I've passed out a copy of the course syllabus. This syllabus lists the reading assignments and exam dates. Note that we will cover one chapter a week for each of the next 15 weeks in the semester, and there will be 3 exams throughout the course. Grades in this course are based on your exam grades and your grades on the laboratory assignments. Are there any questions?
Number 1. When does this talk probably take place?
The answer is C, on the first day of class, because the lecturer still greeting the student first because this is the first day of this class biology.
Number 2. How often will Professor Martin give lectures?
The answer is 2 times a week, yeah. B, 2 times a week, because the lecturer or Mr. Martin already said that herself.
Number 3. What is the assignment for the next class?
The answer is D, to read one chapter of the text because the lecturer told the students to read one chapter of the text first before the next class. Exercise 29. I'm really sorry because we don't have the audio for this question. Question 1 through 3, exercise 28. So we cannot answer the question. But when we see from the pictures, probably to take part in a practice. But when we read for the second answers or questions, how often does the orchestra meet for practice? So maybe the answer for the question 1, where is the man going to take part in the practice? Yeah, especially orchestra practice. And then this one's question number 2, we cannot answer it because we don't have the audio.